Так, всем здорово. Ну, кому всем? Себе. Фух. Так, получается... Ой. Получается, у нас есть задание «Рыжий между двух огней». Буквально новое. Это нам надо через углежогов найти человека по прозвищу Рыжий. Также есть водолей. Это как раз вот задание в городе Ротая. Оно такое чисто сходи, скажи, спроси. Вот. Еще мы взяли задание по поводу научиться читать. Но это в Ужице находится, это достаточно далеко сейчас от нас. Так. Есть задание по бандитам. Не знаю, как насчет сходить, убить этих бандитов, но сейчас это сложная задача для нас. Угу. Так. Ну, тогда, наверное, будем делать водолей. Только время сейчас уже почти вечер. Это нам получается, что нужно. С Олесем надо поговорить. Ну, погнали, поговорим. Что у нас по... по еде все окей. И вообще все окей. Так. Угу. Угу. Да. Нравится платье, которое едва прогружается. Вот он.
My respects to you.
Так.
I'd like to ask about our former neighbours. There are jobs here for some of them, and I have to pick people.
The bailiff told me about it. He still wants our people to do the knacker's job?
But what of it? It will benefit everyone.
Not everyone. There's not enough work for everyone, and no one wants to do the knacker's job.
But having a job could save someone's life.
Water carrying, maybe. But if they have to do a job that's not fit for a decent person, only for the knacker or the executioner's servant?
So you think there's no point in it? That it's better to beg than have a job, even if it is hauling shit?
You forget that that's a job for the knacker's hired hand, not for displaced people. When we return to Skillets, they'll never be able to rid themselves of the stink.
Странная вообще логика у него. А кто вообще сказал, что вы вернетесь? Как бы, да?
So, do you know who's most in need of some coin and is fit for hard work?
Everyone's in need of coin, but not everyone is fit for such work.
But who should I talk to then? Where will I find them?
I'll talk to them myself and send them to meet you in front of the Rathaus, so they'll all be in one place. It'll take me a while, though.
Так.
I'm also looking for a cook. Do you know of a good cook who's looking for work?
Well, there's Agnes. I've heard she can cook better than anyone. Only...
Well, what's the problem? Did something happen to her?
No, it's just that I haven't seen her around here for ages. I believe she's cooking for the local parish priest and living at the presbytery. So I don't think she's in need of work.
Thanks. I'll go.
Так.
How are you coping?
As well as we can, Henry. You can be glad Sir Radzig took you into his service. I hear you even go hunting with Lord Capon.
I've been once. And I don't think it'll be happening again anytime soon.
Ah, it's a shame. Because I was going to ask a favor of you. I'm sure you know there's a lot of hungry mouths here, so I thought you might be able to help.
You mean you want me to bring you game from the woods? Are you mad? That's poaching.
No, that's not what I meant. It's the townspeople here who have a taste for game. They want to live like the nobility, see? A few of the burghers have been to see me already, to ask if we'd try our luck in the woods. They promised us supplies in exchange. Flour, lard, eggs, and the like. But we can't afford to take the risk of poaching. We're barely tolerated as it is. If one of ours got caught in the woods, they'd hang him from the nearest tree. But I was thinking, you're in Sir Radzig's garrison, and you go hunting with Sir Hans. You could help us.
Well, I got away with brawling with Lord Capon, so I don't suppose they'll string me up for a few hares.
Great, Henry. I really appreciate it. The local tailor was asking me about getting some hares to put on a feast for a visiting merchant.
All right, I'll bring you something.
Thank you. You'll be saving us from starvation. May the Lord watch over you.
Так. Получается, нам надо принести крольчатину, и, если мне память не изменяет, очень много вообще-то. Но у нас есть лошадь, так что это должно облегчить. Пан Гануш просто так сидит на лавочке, прикольно. Еще странно, с ним даже поговорить нельзя, ничего с ним нельзя сделать. Ну да ладно. Сейчас время уже 8 часов вечера. А что там по водолеям? Так. Ключница. Зайдем к торговцу сначала. Это по пути. Спросим, какая повариха вообще ему нужна. И что у него там за ситуация.
Aye, this'll do me.
Here's your change. Thank you. Call again. I'm here at your service.
Так.
What is your
Могу я
wish?
поговорить?
I'm badly in need of a few things. That's all for today.
Come again anytime.
Так. Давай еще раз что-нибудь купи у него. А, не, все. Здравствуйте.
Good health to you.
The bailiff sent me. He said you're looking for a cook.
That's right. I'm searching for a good cook, but I've said all that to our esteemed bailiff.
Well, I offered the bailiff my help because I know the Skalitz folk.
Ah, I see. Well, ask away then.
Так.
Do you have any particular requirements for the new cook?
Well, it would be an advantage if she knew how to cook.
Well, yes, but the bailiff said you had other conditions.
Well, I want a woman who's capable of looking after the house when I'm away on business.
Young, nimble.
What for? I want her to impress people with her food, not her face.
I understand. Sorry.
Так.
I also heard there are vacant carrier jobs.
Yes, yes. I'm surprised it hasn't occurred to anyone sooner. It will certainly benefit the city if the burghers don't have to send their own servants.
It will
Действительно.
benefit my people as well.
Of course, it goes without saying.
Так.
I also heard that you need workers to carry, to empty latrines.
It's not dignified to talk of such manners. That's not a concern for decent people.
But I need to know
Enough. I won't have such talk in my home.
Вот он, конечно, просто лицемерная мразь, блядь.
Have you picked what you want?
Ну, давай, у тебя никто дерьмо тогда убирать не будет, раз ты не хочешь об этом говорить. О, собака пьет из лужи. Мой барбосик. Так, нам надо, получается, в хостел. Это вот здесь. Да давай, давай, что? Я ничего не прячу.
Well then.
What's going on?
Such are my orders.
Его приказы.
Oh,
Прикольно.
come on then.
What the fuck is this? All these things are stolen. You'll be leaving that here. Got it, laddie? Now you can enter.
Куда? Подожди, а какие вещи у меня были украдены? Какие вещи? Что пропало-то? Так. Так. Может, какие-то шмотки? Я же все вроде краденое продал. Черт его знает. Ладно, неважно. Я еще такой уверенный, типа, ну давай обыскивай. Я же помню, что я все продал. Так, а где у нас... Так, это торговка. Это горожанин, горожанка. Подожди, а где она? Это Агнешка или как она там? Стоп, стоп, стоп. Она... А, хостел, а не хостел, блядь. Неважно. Это где-то вот тут вот. Где-то вот тут вот. Она получается в доме или не в доме? Да, она в доме. А как туда попасть? Или может уже поздно просто? Так, я могу войти. Могу спокойно войти. И причем даже типа не собственность, ничего. Просто... Ой, я нарушаю закон. Ладно, не будем испытывать судьбу. На самом деле очень легкий замок. Здесь так открыто. Че ты воешь-то? Че тебе надо? Так. Иди гуляй.
Come along, free.
Иди гуляй. Стоит мне тут это... Портит мне тут все. И не гуляет, главное, стоит и... Блин, вообще пипец. Так. Очень изичный замок. О. Ладно. Не будем, а то опять нас обыщет и все. Короче, надо ждать до завтра, по-любому. Так, пойдем спать, что еще делать?
Yeah.
Видел, как собака прогрузилась прям рядом. Нормально. Здорово, Тереза. Как успехи? Ладно, пойдем спать. Какое-то задание? Какое задание?
God save you.
Так.
Can you tell me something about the other millers?
There's a couple of other fellows around here in my trade. Wojciech in Kohelnitz and Simon in Sassa.
Tell me about Wojciech.
He's young and hot-blooded, with a short temper. But he's a fine fellow when you get to know him. His heart's in the right place, and he's always willing to lend a helping hand. Unfortunately, he got himself into a feud with that usurer, the merchant Wolfram Pruder. A slimy bastard he is. And now they're sworn enemies.
What about this Simon in Sasau?
An odd one he is. A loner who don't talk much. But he's as dogged as a hunting hound once he gets his teeth into anything. He won't let go until he sees it through, even if he has to walk over dead bodies.
Can you tell me...
Так.
What's the local lord like?
So Hanush? He treats his people well, but he's tough as an old oak. The way things are these days, I wouldn't wonder if he and his men started kicking some asses.
What's Sahan's capon like?
Ah, that worthless dandy. So Hanush has to knock some sense into him, or I dread to think what will become of this place when he takes over.
Do you know Sir Bernard, the rat-eye captain?
He's a grumpy bastard, but fair, I'd say.
What about the Skalitz folk?
God sent them to punish us for our sins. They don't work, they just idle around begging. And you want to keep a close eye on your belongings when they're
Ну,
around.
тоже верно.
I'll be glad to see the back of them.
Но с другой стороны, им не дают работать.
What do you think about everything that's happened?
I don't concern myself with the doings of my betters. But this mess isn't good for business. Them two brothers should sort things out between themselves without dragging us into it. I don't give a damn who's king, but that usurper from Hungary has gone too far.
Do you know anything about those Cumans?
The heathen scum that Sigismund brought here. Why do you even ask? You've seen with your own two eyes what they're capable of.
That's all. Tell me something about yourself.
There's nothing much to tell. I was born at the mill, I live here, and I'll surely die here. But before I do, I've plenty of work to do, and I hope I live to see peace in this land again.
Так, ладно. Пойдем помоемся. И пойдем спать, наверное, а что еще делать? Блин, так уютно здесь на самом деле. Вот эти соломенные постельки. Вот эта печка такая. Очень атмосферно. Так, прежде чем спать, ну, в принципе, ладно. Будем спать. Встанем, наверное, в 6. И куда мы пойдем в такую рань? Ну, лучше пораньше встать. Потому что там еще 2 часа, по-моему, будут дебафы висеть. Лучше, конечно, сразу от них избавиться. И не дай бог мы проснемся где-нибудь в жопе. Что бывает редко, но бывает. Так. Так. Ну, конечно, перевес. Так, наверное, меч бюргера отдадим. Все, я все правильно сделал. Так, что еще надо отдать лошади? А я сейчас типа без перчаток, да? И без кольчужного койфа. Слушай, неплохо. Зеленую рубашку тоже отдадим. Мясо зайца выкинуть. Поесть бы надо. Нормально. Так. Это мы тоже на лошади это все сбагрим. Чаша. Блин, мне бесит, как камера стоит. Чуть подвинем ее просто. Нет. Блять, сука. Так. Блин, теперь слишком. Сейчас. О, нормально. Отлично. Так. Блин, какая-то яркость вообще конченая просто на камере. Ну, да ладно. Сейчас, секунду. Угу. Чуть получше должно стать. Так, надо поговорить свет во время суток. Здесь, получается, надо Агнешку это найти. И тут у нас крольчатину надо принести. Я предлагаю, наверное, пойти поохотиться. Да, пойти поохотиться. Вот проблема в том, что лес тут особо как бы и нету. Вот это только место, область вот это вот. Так что черт его знает. Ну ладно, сейчас что-нибудь придумаем. Где он? Вот он ты. Здорово. Так, туда ли мне надо? Или не туда? Ладно, поскакали через город лучше. Так, короче. Блин, они не успевают прогружаться, я как будто давлю тут просто пустое место. Да пошел ты в жопу. Прогрузись сначала нормально, потом ори на меня. Так. По-моему, я не туда иду. Угу. Да, я вот по этой пошел. Мне надо выше. А что если мы... Ходим ко второму этому мельнику, который ждет от нас кольцо. Серьезно? Один? Ну, давай. Да ладно. Че, он там не один, что ли? Да нет, вроде один. Блин, такой типичный просто валенок. Так. Все? Ну, конечно. Разбойник, блин. Умереть в такой позе, это, конечно, сильно. Так, это нам надо, это нам надо. В общем-то, все надо, чтобы продать просто. Даже хлебушек. Топор плотника. Возьмем. Так, теперь надо все свалить на лошадь. Так. Починка. А, починка есть, кстати, да. А, если на вас только что постиранная одежда, то ваше обаяние на 1 день повышается на 1 единицу. Если вы носите сапоги, которые починили сами, то в спринте они расходуют на 20%. Ну, конечно, лучше это. Тут как бы даже думать смысла нет. Ну, здесь все еще непонятно, что выбрать. Здорово. Так. А здесь в лесу есть, интересно, что-нибудь? Только если бы я еще знал, в каком я лесу. И если тут вообще кролики. Хоть какие-то. Ну, вообще, вот сейчас было оповещение, что Ротаевские леса. Ну, значит, по идее, живность тут должна быть. Но это, конечно, не точно. Попробуем найти кого-нибудь. Что-то нет никого. Так, тихонько, главное тут не это. Шею не сломать. О. Что это? Блин, из-за камеры ничего не видно. А, я нашел могилу. Ну, окей. Откопаем. Флейта, 2 головы. Травы, кинжал и неизвестное снадобье. Возьмем. А снадобье, наверное, не пьем. Но если это яд, это будет, конечно, жестко. Это будет очень... Это будет такое фиаско. Я даже думаю, наверное, съесть его после сохранения. Но никак не сейчас. Блин, вроде леса, а живности никакой нету. Ну, в данном случае мне нужны кролики, конечно. Лес, конечно, вообще непроходимый какой-то. Так, я живой? Потому что я вроде с высоты только что упал. Угу. Я помню это место. Но здесь уже нет кроликов. Это получается, мы к мельнику сейчас идем тогда.
Good health to you.
Miller Peshek from Ratai sent me with this ring for you.
A ring?
Here it is.
Useless fucking bauble. You must be Henry, right? Peshek told me about you.
What the... Why did you throw it away? Do you know how much trouble I had to get it? Peshek said it was important to you.
Like I said, it's a piece of junk. It was just a test to see if you've got the balls to work for the miller. It's a custom of ours, testing fledglings in the trade with a nice little wild goose chase. We need to see if you'll be hobbled by pointless principles, or if you're willing to use your head. Congratulations. You passed the test, and now we'll have a few jobs for you.
What am I to do with these things I pilfer? No one will buy stolen goods from me.
Buying and selling stolen goods is a crime. But if they're worth something, I can make sure they're, properly cared for. Not that I'd buy them from you, but I could, store them for you. And you'll get some coin for taking care of them before.
So if someone loses something, and I happen to find it, I can bring it to you to store, and I'll get groschen for it.
That's the arrangement.
Оригинально.
Do you need help with anything?
Just in time. There is a certain matter I need resolving. I have some scores to settle with the commander of the Talmberg Guard, and I want to get my own back. You may have heard that Sir Robard of Talmberg is a stickler for having all his gear neat and tidy.
The commander of the guard? Sir Robard? I'm already confused. Just tell me what I need to do.
It's like this. I want you to break into the Talmberg armory and steal a few Waffen rocks with the coat of arms on them.
Ah, and once Sir Robard finds some of his guardsmen's equipment is missing...
He'll see to the commander of the guard, who's the only one with keys and answerable for their safekeeping. When Robard finds out he's losing things from under his nose, he'll have him whipped. And I'll get what I'm after. Satisfaction. Take at least 5 Waffen rocks to make it a proper stink.
Так, секунду. Так, секундочку. Тут назревает одно мясо. Сейчас же ремнант раздают по подписочке. Собственно, почему бы и нет. Сейчас поставлю на скачку и продолжим. Так, блин, места не хватает. Серьезно. Так. Ну, так как никто не смотрит, я все равно нихуя не потерял. Пока я тут возился с...
Consider it done. What am I to do with the weapon rods once I have them?
I'll burn them to get rid of the evidence. Just make sure you don't get caught.
I'd like you to teach me how to be...
Certainly.
I'd like to practice...
All right?
Isn't that quite a lot? Are we agreed?
Come now.
Ну, конечно же, нет. Так.
Agreed.
Угу. Так, у мельников, получается, мы побывали. Секунду. Так, ладно. Что теперь делать? Здесь нет нигде зайцев. А мы сейчас находимся вот здесь. И нам, получается, надо обратно скакать, вратая. С водоносами там договориться. Как нам получается... Ребенок, ты чего? Ой. пришел ко мне. Пришел ко мне мой сладенький ребенок. Это кот, если что. Да, Шипик, все правильно. Роняй все. Все роняй. Так, время 10 утра. Надо скакать, получается, обратно.
Yeah.
Вообще вот здесь опасно ездить на полной скорости, потому что, ну, типа можно... Так, а сколько у вас там, ребят? Ну давайте. Быстрее, быстрее, быстрее. Да вы же без ничего, ребят, вы чё? Все, разбойник. Да разбойничался. Главное, что прокачал там уровень какой-то. Сейчас как раз заодно глянем. Ловкость, кстати. А что у меня ловкач какой-то прокачан? Позволяет ему вовремя... это да, как перышко. Это тоже надо, да. Да. И все, походу. Все же, походу, да? Стоп, стоп, стоп. Показалось. Блин, голыми руками с одними факелами на меня полезли. Ну, что это сейчас было вообще такое? Причем видит, что у меня меч, что у меня щит, и продолжает идти. Ну, это такое себе. Супер такое себе. Так. Так, я сейчас отойду ненадолго. чуть поярче сделал. А то темно все-таки было. Так.
Yeah.
Скачем, скачем, скачем. Здрасте. То, что уже запыхалась тащить меня. Какое-то задание здесь. Сейчас мы на площади лошадь оставим. Ну и Агнешку спросим, чё, как она, хочет быть поварихой или нет.
And may the souls of all the faithful departed. How are you?
Are you Agnes, who works at St. James?
I am. Or I did, before those devils rolled in and burnt down Skalitz. Why do you ask?
I'm looking for a good cook and housekeeper, and everyone I asked sent me to you.
I've been blessed by God.
So it seems. Anyway, the local merchant wants someone who can cook food fit for nobility and take care of his household.
Well, Father Francis was very fond of good food, but I can't just go serve someone else.
Why not?
Because I'm still Father Francis's housekeeper.
But I heard he fled and isn't coming back.
Don't pay any attention. They're just rumors. I'm still his housekeeper.
Where's Father Francis now?
I don't know. The last time I saw him, he was going to confession in Sasau. But that was before all these terrible things happened. I've heard no word of him since then.
Does he go to Sasau often? Where does he stay when he's there?
Not so often. About once a month. He always used to stay in the inn near the monastery, so he wouldn't have far to go.
I'll ask around about what happened to Father Francis. I'll let you know.
Take care.
Прикольно, что здесь эхо такое. Ну, просто такая приятная деталь. Так. По-моему, ребята должны быть вот тут. Вот они, да. Так, Корнелиус. Давай.
Good day to you.
You're interested in carrying water?
I am. It's about time something good came to decent folk.
I agree. Now, I'll ask you a few questions.
What? But I want the work and I deserve it. Keep your questions for good-for-nothings.
What makes you so deserving? How did you make a living before this?
I was the owner of a mine. Well, I had a lease on it. But in our line of work, it amounts to the same thing.
The chief, eh? Have you ever hauled a bucket of ore up a hill?
There's no hill in a mine. Just a shaft with a winch.
It's hard work carrying water.
So is taking care of a mine.
It's not quite the same thing, is it? You need brawn to carry water, not brains.
I wasn't born a mine owner, you know. I've done my share of hauling.
There's also the option of, emptying latrines.
Are you trying to insult me? That's no job for a decent Christian.
True. That's why it pays double.
Double, hey? Well, that's not bad, but, for a man of my stature, no doubt there are more needy souls. Double.
How are you holding up in Rattay?
Not too well. I've tried offering my administrative abilities at the rat house, but the bailiff treats me like a peasant.
He's not an easy man to deal with, true enough. But if you show him what you're capable of...
Well, if he gives you a chance to show him...
But the bailiff complained he couldn't get a word out of you.
I refused to talk to him. Last time I did, he was vulgar, shouted and threatened to whip me. And then he comes and interrogates me.
Well, I can see how that would put you off him.
With Sultan's caraway seeds, garlic and more. You'll find it nowhere else.
Vegetables! Fresh vegetables! Look now, aren't they lovely?
Bread, fresh bread, bread, rolls.
That's enough for now.
May the Lord watch over you.
Так, Корнелиус задумался о перетаскивании говна. Блин, надо где-то бы это записать вообще-то по-хорошему. Сейчас. Так. Потому что потом спросят, типа, кого. И можно наломать дров, отправив просто не тех людей. Так. Корнелиус любит говно. Так и запишем.
Oh, be merciful. What am I to do?
Hey,
The poor wretch
am I
was
invisible
always
or
down
what?
to ashes by singing songs.
Здравствуй, Вид.
Good day to you.
Are you here on account of the water carrying?
Am I invisible
Yes,
or
I
what?
am. My name is Vincent.
Nice to meet you. I'll ask a few questions and we'll see. Alright?
Fine.
Hey,
Ask away.
am I invisible or what?
What did you do before this?
I work for my father.
Doing what? Who's your father anyway?
He's...
Talking to me?
He was Moimir. We had a farm near Scarlet's.
Really? His farmhands came to the tavern a lot, but I never saw you there.
Not talking to me?
I don't go to taverns.
How are you holding up?
You just going to pretend I'm not here?
Well, I'm alive. But I miss my father. And the farm, too.
Not
Ma
Очень
says
скромный.
there's no use dwelling on it. Life must go on.
Очень скромный и не любит, и не будет деньги тратить на всякое говно, бухло, типа, и так далее, на девок каких-то.
What happened with Bailiff? He couldn't get a word out of anybody.
I don't know.
You just going to
I didn't talk to him at all.
Так,
So you're probably here about carrying water, right?
I want to carry water.
That's all?
I'm not here?
You've nothing more to add?
That's what's needed, ain't it?
так,
Hey,
That's enough for now.
invisible or what?
так, запишем. Вид на воду. Так,
Not
вид
talking to me?
любит... Даже напишем должен носить воду.
You just going to pretend I'm not
Готово.
here?
I wouldn't beg good neighbours, but I'm reduced to this. I'm from Skalitz and, well, you know.
You just going to pretend I'm not here?
Так, кто у нас тут еще? Блин, лагает что-то прям. Тон, да.
Good day to you. What do you need?
О, у нас тут гости.
You're here about the water carrying?
I am. Where do I get some pails?
Hold your horses. We haven't decided yet who gets the job. I have to ask you a few things first.
What for? I can handle the job. But ask away.
What trade did you do before?
I worked in the mines, at the winch. You've a winch, right? Strong as a bull.
Ah, the name sounds familiar. You were one of the new miners, weren't you?
I was. I came last autumn. The winter was mild enough to work the mines, and I showed everyone I was a hard worker. So did I get the job?
We're not finished yet. And how are you holding up?
Not very well, I'll tell you that. I help out with something every once in a while and get some money for it. It's not enough. Especially when the dice don't fall in my favor.
Sure. And have you tried looking for other work?
What for? They'll get the mines running again, and I'll have a real man's job.
And what about soldiering? That's real man's work, isn't it?
It is, and I'd be good at it. When I land a punch, you'd think you were kicked by a horse, which I once showed to a soldier I fell out with over a game of dice. Only, I'm too smart for soldiering.
No doubt. I heard you lot don't want to talk to the bailiff.
I don't know much about that. The others didn't talk to him, so I kept my mouth shut as well. That's the way we do it at the mines. He didn't even really ask me anything anyway. Just mumbled something under his breath.
Are you here because you want to carry water?
Well, I'd rather be back at the winch. Turning it so fast I'd make everyone's head spin. But now I want to carry water at least, since there's some money in it.
Так, а что он думает про дерьмо, интересно?
Well, there's also the option of carrying, shit.
Not a chance. I'm not carrying any shit around. And if anyone tries to make me, I'll break his legs.
Второй вариант очень сильный, конечно. Давай посмотрим, что он думает.
And what if I told you that you get double the pay?
Didn't I mention something about breaking legs?
You did, but more money?
I wouldn't be under the winch anymore. More like under the stench.
Так, ладно. Значит, его тогда на воду.
I know everything I need.
So, can I
Так
go
и
carry
запишем.
water?
Not
Том,
yet.
да.
I'll tell the bailiff and he'll choose.
Well, I hope he chooses me. Otherwise, I might be very angry.
Нет, чувак.
If you think I'm afraid of you, you're mistaken.
We'll see. May the Lord watch over you.
Том, блядь. Том, да. Боится говна. Лучше воду. Так.
Not talking to me? What are you here for?
What do you want?
I want to work. And I heard you're the one in charge of giving out jobs, not the bailiff.
It's true. Do you know how to cook? If you know how to make food for nobles, then I might have something for you.
Where would I learn to cook food for nobles? I want to carry water.
But Alex has already picked people who want to carry water.
He didn't ask me, though. So I came here myself.
Be that as it may, I already have the people I need to carry water. And anyway, it's no job for a woman.
I'm strong enough to knock you on your arse, you pup. Good luck then.
Так, Антония. Запишем. Антония в скобочках женщина. А то непонятно будет потом. Хочет носить воду. Так. То, что мы так рано ее отшили, типа, это, конечно, не очень хорошо. Так, что тут произошло? Дети, вы чего? Отбойщик. Давай с тобой поговорим.
Jesus Christ be praised.
You hear about the water carrying?
Aye. I can haul water all day long.
So, do you want the job? There's plenty of other folk that will take it if you don't.
I do. I want it. What do I have to do?
So tell me, what was your trade before?
I was a miner, then a farm laborer, then I was a servant, then I fled from Skullets and ended up here.
Quite the factotum, aren't you? Was none of those jobs good enough for you?
I liked them all, but they were always sending me to do something else. Pickman, they'd say. Leave this and go and do that.
Pickman? That's your name?
Actually, my real name's Vassal, but they call me Pickman.
Is that German?
No. It's from when I was in the mines, digging with a pick.
Mm-hmm.
How are you holding up, anyway?
What can I tell you? I've seen better days for sure.
What happened with the bailiff? He couldn't get a word out of anybody.
That peacock, what was strutting up and down and shouting at everyone? He told me he'd no time to listen to a buffoon like me. So I shut my mouth.
Mm-hmm.
So you're keen on carrying water?
I've been keen on it since I got up this morning.
And you had another job before this morning, or what?
No. I was just joking.
Besides water, you could carry... you could empty latrines.
What? Carry shit? That'd be a new one for me. Though, it's not a thing I'd go around boasting about.
That's enough for now.
So, we're agreed then? When do I start working?
Look, the bailiff is the one who'll decide after I report back to him.
So, I might not get the job? I'll be in the shit if I don't. Understand? God be with you.
Так. Отбойщик. В скобочках Войтек. Не прочь нести дерьмо. Носить дерьмо. Вот у нас двое говновозов, считайте, есть. Остался вот тот последний тип, камень.
God be with you.
You're one of the people interested in work?
Well, Alex told me that I'm supposed to ask about a job carrying water.
That's right. But first, I'll ask you a few questions. You are...
Peter. But everyone calls me Rock. There was more than enough Peters in the mines. And not just in the mines. So...
Так.
At the mines? So you're a miner?
That's right. I worked in the East Shaft. And I hope I'll be working there again. Now that I think of it, have you heard anything from their lordships? When will they open the mines again?
I have no idea what their lordships plan to do about it.
All right. I just thought you might have heard something.
How are you holding up?
You mean this here? Well, I've got feeling back in my arm again.
What happened to it, anyway?
That time in Skalitz. I was knocked down by a horse, but it's better now.
But can you handle carrying water? It's no easy matter.
Sure I can. Like I said, my arm's fine.
The bailiff said he couldn't get a word out of you.
Well, he's not the most popular man around here, after everything that's happened. You can't blame us.
Maybe, but if you lot had just talked to him, I wouldn't have to run around dealing with this, and you'd all have a few groschen by now.
You might be right, but there's no point crying over spilled milk.
Так.
How badly do you want to carry water?
Well, right now there doesn't seem to be much work
А
around
что
for
здесь
miners,
Терес
and
делает?
at least I can earn a few groschen.
It's not easy work, though. It's a long way to carry water.
Do you think it was easier in the mines? Digging through rock on your knees all day for months on end?
There's one more option. Carrying shit.
What? For the knacker?
It's a job.
But what would people say? I need money badly, but I couldn't go back to mining after that.
But it would be twice the pay.
The money would help, true enough. What about afterwards? I don't want to be carrying shit all my life.
Look at it this way. You'll earn double the money in the same time, or the same money in half the time. That's not bad, is it?
Well, you have a point. I could get it over and done with quickly, and... Alright, I'll take it. I suppose it won't kill me.
Good. I'm sure you won't regret it. That's enough for now.
У нас получается третий претендент на говно.
Do you want something?
Так.
I'd like to ask a favor of you, Hal.
Of course. What is it?
I heard you're picking people to carry water. No one needs the job more than Antonia.
Adam never mentioned any Antonia.
I'm not surprised. But Antonia really needs that job.
I'll keep it in mind. But I'm supposed to find someone who can handle everything. I don't know what the bailiff will say.
It won't hurt to try. And if it doesn't work out, then try and get Vincent a job at least. He needs something to do.
Idle hands are the devil's tools. What's he up to, chasing wenches?
Vincent? A quiet, well-mannered boy like him? Not at all. It's just his mother has no one but him.
Так, с кем мы только что разговаривали-то, блядь? Камень. Камень, Петр. Камень, в скобочках, Петр. Договорился на говно. Но хз. Так, получается, что все. Получается, что все. Так. Сейчас, секундочку. Так. Блин, с ним не поговорить. Вот он идет и все, со мной нельзя разговаривать.
Good day to you. What do you need?
Так, я принял решение водоноса.
I know everything I need to know to pick the carriers.
Splendid. I'll be glad to get this damn business off my back. So how have you decided?
So, how do we do this? Do I just give you their names, or should I send for them?
Just tell me their names and whether they should carry water or something else. Don't worry, I'll send for them.
Так, открываем списочек. Блять, что? Тонда. Боится говна, лучше воду. Так, подожди, она сказала вид и Антония. Вид должен носить воду, я написал. Антония. Значит, сначала поговорим про...
Antonia.
What? A woman?
Yeah, is that a problem? You never said it had to be only men.
I didn't, but I kind of assumed it would be clear. It's a long walk with a heavy load, man's work.
She can handle the job. Have no fear.
Let's hope so. You'll have to answer to me if she can't. Where do we put her then?
Носить воду.
To carry water.
So we have one person to carry water. Who's next?
Who's next? Вид.
Vincent, Moimir's son.
Vincent? Never heard of him. What do you think he should do?
Носить воду.
To carry water.
So we have one person to carry water. Who's next?
Так, Тонда. Тонда. А не, подожди, здесь это не так работает. Надо сначала, получается... Надо теперь уже понять, кто один будет носить воду, и двое на говно. Мы выбрали, Вита мы выбрали. Значит, Тонда боится говна, лучше воду я написал. Отбойщик. Не прочь носить дерьмо. Вот отбойщик еще, наверное. Так, отбойщик.
Vasil goes by the moniker of Pickman.
Pickman. I hope he doesn't have a history of pickpocketing.
No. They call him Pickman because he worked in the silver mines, and he was very keen with the pick. So much so, he managed to chop off 2 of his fingers.
Well, he can't do too much damage with a bucket, I suppose. Where do you want to put him?
Носить воду.
To carry water.
So we have one person to carry water. Who's next?
Так. Осталось камень.
Peter, better known as Rock.
Peter? Rock? Didn't he get into a fight and injure his arm? Well, what should he do?
Носить дерьмо.
Carrying shit.
Good. One person for this job. Next?
Корнелиус.
Cornelius.
Ah, Cornelius. I had him here once looking for a job. Where do you want to put him? I'd like to see him with buckets of shit.
Да, чувак, мы с тобой.
Carrying shit.
Good. One person for this job. Next?
That's it.
Good. All decided. Now about the cook's job.
Так, по поводу поварихи пока ничего. Сейчас мы его выпустим. Все, заметку можно удалять. Так.
Carrots that'll make you and your family happy. Onions that'll make you cry, and garlic that'll keep evil spirits.
Что нам осталось? Нам осталось... Нам осталось... Блин, Сазава это далеко вообще-то. Сазава это реально далеко. Так. Сейчас, секунду. Так. Поговорить с углежогами, получается. Да? Или пока на сюжет забить болт и дальше побочки делать. Пока не ясно, пока не ясно. Тарнберг. Ну давай, наверное, с водоносами закончим, вернее, с поварихой. И, так сказать, пять.
What? Such are my orders.
As you wish.
All right. You can...
Я без вас понял, что могу идти. Так, чтобы добраться до Сазалы, нам, получается, надо. Надо пересечь вот эту реку и скакать вот так вот, потом туда. Кстати, что там по еде? Мы вообще как, голодные? Нет, не голодные. Но здоровье, кстати, 62. Это вообще плохо. Можно даже выпить этот какой-нибудь один... эликсир календулы, чтобы подлечиться. Но я думаю, что лучше приберегу. Само как-нибудь установится. Так, это нам не сюда. Может быть, с Терезой погулять, кстати. Как такая идея? Пока Paulie.
Shouldn't you tidy yourself up a bit?
What now?
You don't give up, do I've got lots to do right now. But I'd love to go another time.
As her ladyship can...
You...
Она не хочет. Типа у нее полно дел. Так, сейчас, секундочку, а что там по ремонту? Такое себе. Я думаю, да, наверное, прервать стрим, потому что, ну, должно откачаться к нужному времени. Тогда, наверное, сейчас прервемся. Что-то еще. Да. Может быть, даже минут стримим. Сейчас посмотрим. Ну как сейчас? Как качается. Ладно. По поводу Kingdom Come, спасибо, если кто-то будет смотреть. До следующего.